Hey guys, Nick is here. Today is the day that I will be covering the Angry Birds Space Prototype version. Before starting the description, I want to separate this video into 3 parts. Differences between Proto and Final, audio differences, and unused stuff that didn't appear in both Prototype and Final. Angry Birds Space Prototype version is a beta build of Angry Birds Space released somewhere on 2012. It's probably released for the beta testers to see if any changes are needed. After long years, the download is finally available on Hidden Bird's Discord server. This is probably my first time playing a beta build of an Angry Birds game. This prototype consists of only 3 episodes. It also includes extroids and the coming soon thing. I will first start with comparison or differences between Proto and Final. At the start, it shows black Rovio screen. In Final, it shows white Rovio screen. In the prototype, the Cold Cuts and Danger Zone episodes names is really different. In the prototype, the Ice episode is named Ice is Nice. But in Final, it is named Cold Cuts. In the prototype, the Virus-like Pig episode is named Far Out. But in Final, it is named Danger Zone. In the prototype, the exteroids levels are in a different pattern. For example, the level 1 in Final is actually level 3 in prototype. Level 2 in Final is actually level 1 in prototype. There is his unusual exteroid level which didn't make it used in Final. Looks incomplete. The tutorial screen is different. In Proto, the birds uses the different designs and uses their names. The background is completely blue. In Final, just birds with no names and star added in background. Super Red is red, Lightning Birds is lightning, Laser Bird is laser, Fire Bomb is bomb, Ice Bird is ice, Incredible Terrence is bash, and Space Eagle is eagle. The pause, clear, failed screen is different. In Prototype, the screen has birds in the blue background, while in Final, stars appears in background. Some levels are different, such as in Cold Cuts level 39, where you see 3 bombs in Prototype. In Final, it has 2 bombs and 1 Terrence. The Cold Cuts boss level is incomplete in Proto than in Final. Laserbird uses yellow feathers and score, probably a placeholder. Same goes to Terrence, where he shows red feathers and score. Icebird uses white score for some reason. In the Proto, the cutscenes are very different. It probably uses sketches. In Final, it uses digital art I think. In the prototype, all the birds uses Icebird's aiming laser. In the Final, all the birds uses different color laser based on their fitting color. Except for Bomb, even he is black in color, it shows orange aiming laser. The Space Eagle animation is different. The Red's battle cry produces an FX in Proto. In Final, it produces waves. For Terrence it produces red particles. In Final, it produces green waves. Now, the audio differences. Even though the main theme is not used in this prototype, the theme is found in the files, and it sounds really different than the official Final original main theme. Here is the comparison. The game uses low-pitch bomb launch sound. The explosion sound is different than in Final. Here is the comparison. The pig's snoring sounds is really different in Prototype than in the Final. There are 4 snoring sounds in Final, but 2 snoring sounds in Prototype. But sounds different. Here is the comparison. Laserbird uses different sound than in Final. Here is the comparison. Interestingly, Proto Laserbird sound is what we hear in Angry Birds Reloaded. The UFO flying is different in Proto than in Final. Here is the comparison. The Terrance launch sound is different. Here is the comparison. The Terrance ability sound in Proto is Terrance launch sound in Final. In the Final, it uses different sound. Lastly, the unused stuff that didn't appear in both Prototype and Final. There are probably less stuff here, but let's just mention them. In the files, there exists a birds sprite sheet which contains very interesting unused birds. Normal classic birds appear for some reason, which is weird. But there are very interesting unused space birds that didn't completely appear in this Prototype as well as Final product. This weird white bomb. I'm just gonna call him Snow Bomb. This bomb has some exploding sprites. It probably means that this bomb is an early version of Space Bomb. Next, this bird. This bird is named Drill. As the name suggests, its ability is to spin like a drill that breaks objects. Then next we have the early version of Laserbird. As you see, the difference is that the early one uses normal classic chuck design with different eyebrows. The final version has a laser goggles-like thing. The top tail feather is also different. The most interesting bird that we haven't found for years is this magenta color bird. It is then finally revealed that this unused bird is Black Hole Bird. That's right. This magenta colored bird is Black Hole Bird. His ability is to produce black holes. This means that the unused Black Hole Bird audios in the files actually belongs to this bird. In the files there is another text for Red which is named Alert. Probably means that he was fully named as Alert Red or Red Alert. Lightning Birds have Blues text, in which it will probably be named Lightning Blues. Space Eagle has space text, in which he was probably going to be named Space Eagle. Ice Bird has bomb text, in which it was probably going to be named Ice Bomb. There is this background sprites for Theme 3. It is probably for unused episode which uses Space Ambient 01 or 02. Assassin 2.0 coded it and looks like this. There is a weird unusual theme in the file. The Eggsteroid episode doesn't have a name. What's more interesting is that there is this early Eggsteroid episode button in the files. Looks more detailed than the final. More weird is that there are two titles either for episode or something else. These include Hi Ha Binks and Spacebar. Hi Ha Binks is a reference of Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars. And the funky theme in Classic also appear in the files. Likely a leftover. Before I end the video, I want to show some bonus stuff that I think I forgot to show you earlier. The wormhole transition is different in prototype than in final. The prototype icon is different than in final. The game uses world_1_ambient and space ambient 01 as placeholder ambients. The level failed screen is also different. The prototype has a small pig staring happily. The final one is an animation of pigs laughing. And that's it. This ends today's video. This prototype version is very interesting for me. If you want to download the game, join Hidden Bird's Discord server. Link in description. Anyways, like, subscribe, press the bell for more videos. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys next time.